Welcome to the Dave Cave. I, as always, am Dave, and today we're going to be talking the movie that takes a deep dive into the origin story, or at least a stab at the origin story, for the Clown Prince of Gotham, that is, Todd Phillips' Joker. As I said, the movie is directed by Todd Phillips and stars Joaquin Phoenix in a very, very Oscar-worthy role of Arthur Fleck. Well, at least Arthur Fleck is the name given to this version of Joker, the Joker, whatever you want to call him in this movie. And the general idea of this movie is, what if Joker's origin story was X instead of A? From my understanding of what the Joker is, at least in the comics and what really we've gotten through cinema, is that there's no real solid, this is how Joker started. You know, we know how Batman started, we know how Green Lantern started, we know how The Flash started, we know how Superman started. We have all these starts, all these origins. The Joker, and rightfully so, doesn't have a solid start. This movie takes a deep dive into a very real world of what could make the Joker. And I'm going to keep this as spoiler-free as possible because I want everybody that can to see this movie, whether you're going to love it or you're going to hate it. I want you to decide on your own because this movie does things to you. It makes you feel things. You feel so many different ways about Joaquin Phoenix in this movie as the Joker. I can't say enough good things about him if he is not nominated. And I'm trying to not overstate things or blow things out of proportion. But if he is not nominated for his role in this movie, it leaves me speechless, the idea of it, because he is so good. You can tell he dove into this character. This character is a tragic character. This movie is a tragic movie. You don't leave this movie feeling happy per se. You might have a couple moments, and there are moments that make you laugh. Sometimes they make you laugh because they're genuinely funny. Sometimes they make you laugh because you are fucking uncomfortable. This movie, like I said, it makes you feel things. And the way that this movie is shot, more than once, I had a mental note every time that it happened. I think it was 3 or 4 times. I just sat there just jaw dropped, just at what was in front of me. I've seen a lot of things in different movies. It's not that anything was per se shocking, but just, oh, man. Going into this movie, I know that some people, and you'll hear things that this movie is meant to try to incite violence. It doesn't do that. And it doesn't glorify it at all. When it happens, all the violence that happens in this movie, because there is violence, there is brutality in this movie, there is death. People die in this movie. And it sometimes is very brutal, but never does it feel glorified. It never feels like it's a good thing that somebody is dying on screen. It always feels dirty. It always feels wrong. It never feels like a good thing, which is a flip on the Joker that we've gotten in the past. You get the Dark Knight Joker, Heath Ledger's Joker, where, yeah, he's dark, but he's like cool dark. And then you have the animated series Joker, which he's funny. He's Mark Hamill's Joker. He's awesome. You have Jack Nicholson's Joker, which is a very different Joker. Every Joker is very different from one another, and this is very much Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. There's no other Joker that is like him. All the little mannerisms, all the things that go into him, this is very much not a part of any other part of the DC universe. This plays mostly like a little one-shot, a 5-comic series of, this might be how the Joker came to be the Joker. We don't really know for sure, but this could be how it is. But there's no link. There's no link between this story and any of the other Jokers we've ever met before. And that's a good thing, because in not really having any connection to the rest of the DC universe, they can do whatever they want with this story, and it keeps you on your toes. It really does, because you don't know what they're going to do. You don't know what's going to happen that's going to mold Arthur Fleck into what becomes the Joker. Because yes, this is a Joker origin story. We see it in the trailer. He ends up in the suit with the clown paint on. We know that happens. This whole journey getting there, I hate to use the buzzword. I really hate to use the buzzword. But gritty. This movie is gritty. It's grimy. It makes you feel just, bleh. Now, from the moment I left the theaters, I'd been trying to answer the question myself, did I like that movie? Because I didn't know. When I left the theater, I didn't know how I feel about it. And I'm not really sure I really understand now how I feel about it. But one thing I can say for sure is, technically speaking, the cinematography, the music, the acting, the way the movie is put together, it is a very well-oiled machine. It's a dirty machine, but it's a well-oiled machine. This movie is awesome. It is put together very well. And I will say, as of right now, I think I liked it. I think at the end of the day, I'm glad that I saw it. But I can't say that I left the theater per se happy. This isn't a happy story. This is a real story. And often, happy and real don't coincide in the real world. So for my 2 questions I like to ask when I see a movie for the first time. 1, should you see it? Yes. Regardless of what it's going to make you feel, go see this movie. But be ready. It is an R-rated Joker movie. It doesn't pull punches in any way, shape, or form. So know that going in. R-rated Joker, but go see it. And 2, do I plan to put it up on the wall? I don't know that as of right now. I don't know that I need to see this movie again. I probably will so that I can really hammer down how I feel about it. But the journey, it's an up and down journey. It's a roller coaster. It throws you left and right. But do I need to go on it enough to put it up on the wall to buy it? I don't know. Quick little question of the day. Would you like to see more gritty, dark, kind of backstory Batman, Superman, all these DC villains that we know? Would you like to see these R-rated versions of them? And if you would, who do you think would make a good one? Hit the comments below. Let me know. Okay, well, I'm going to get out of here. You go get tickets to see the Joker. Go see it this weekend. There's going to be a lot of opinions out there. There's going to be a lot of thoughts, a lot of feelings. Go forge your own, because there's a very good chance there's going to be a handful of people that you don't agree with about this movie. And if you enjoyed the review, please don't forget to drop a like. It does help the channel out. And if you haven't already, please consider hitting that subscribe button to stay on top of all things horror. And like this, a little bit of heroes, reviews, rants, rankings, and reactions. Got all that here in the Dave Cave. And that's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much, as always, for stopping by the Dave Cave. I will see you real soon. But until then, take care.